Are you fed up with the lies that led up to the illegal war in Iraq? Are you angry that even our national elections have lost their credibility? Are you willing to stand up against the USA Patriot Act? If so, you need to be part of our demonstration to show the Deep South and the nation that we still care about the Constitution. Please join us in New Orleans, January 20th at 10:30 a.m. in Louis Armstrong Park, Congo Square, for the Jazz Funeral for Democracy, as we march in protest of the war and the Patriot Act. Come be a part of history in the making. You'll never regret it.
What's going on here?
Oh, we're having a jazz funeral for democracy because we're getting less and less democracy with Bush. Talking about privatizing Social Security. Got Alberto Gonzalez trying to create a fascist state in the United States. And you generally just got to get rid of Bush. He's a lame duck and he's dead in the water.
We're out here to protest the Bush administration. We're out here to protest the war. We're out here to protest the USA Patriot Act. We think that everything the Bush administration has done has been illegal, un-American, and everybody out here agrees with us, along with 55 million other people that voted against these policies on November 2nd.
Organizing for 4 years of dissent against the invasion of Iraq. This is a party to organize, a gathering of the tribes.
If some leader got on TV, some foreign leader, and said, George Bush, you have 48 hours to get out of the United States. You violated UN charters. You cavort with terrorists. You funnel money to big corporations. You take yourself, your oligarchy, and your brothers and leave the country. What would happen if Canada came down here and took over our country? I'd be able to smoke pot. If I was gay, I'd be able to get married and have fun. And I'd have health care.
So when somebody breaks my heart, I fight back. And I'm going to take back my America with your help. Let's take back America starting today.
To go to war by linking the two, for this I say, shame on you. Shame!
Shame on them.
Willingly blind to follow a leader that's absent of mind. Who lack the character to say I'm wrong and cause thousands to sing their swan song. To rush to war took a lot of nerve by those who were too busy to serve.
And here we are today. This is the birth of what Martin Luther King Jr. wrote about in the letter from a Birmingham jail.
All right.
He wrote to the white Christian leaders of the time, we want positive justice, not negative justice.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Positive justice meaning we want it today. Negative justice means they promise it to us for 3 years from now. We want it today. We're here today. I am hopeful. Think critically, we act wisely, and of course when we act out of love and kindness. Our community will win, we will be victorious, and we will see a better day for our children, which is why I do this. I do this because it matters for all of God's children. Much love.
To a president who has declared that he will put our foreign policy on the basis of threat and force and preemptive strike. His environmental decisions have been dangerous and inimical to every species on the planet. We now face a $524 billion defense security budget. My friends, we have to ask ourselves as adults, what does this administration want from us?
Our money!
Thank you. What they want is our assent and our money and your children.
Bush may have started this war, but it is the people that we love who will fight and die in that war. That is why it's important for military families to organize. I'm fortunate, my sister has already come back from Iraq, but many people aren't as fortunate as me, many people in Louisiana.
I see the face of America out here.
All right.
I really see the face of America out here. You really, really can change this country. You can change and reshape the future of this country, and we must do it yesterday.
All right.
So I'm going to end very quietly. We're going to rally up and say, I want it back.
I want it back.
I want it back now.
I want it back now.
We mean business.
We mean business.
Peace now.
Peace now.
Peace now.
Peace now.
Peace forever.
Peace forever.
Oh, you look wonderful here today. Oh, we have made history here today. I want to thank you and raising Louisiana up to the nation as an example of what enlightened people in the South can do.
I'm overwhelmed to be here. Thank you for inviting me. I've come from 20 degree below zero weather, so I'm still warming up.
Wow.
I was afraid on the plane I would crash in a red state and die there. Capitalism is oppressive, tyrannical, violent, especially for those who are poor, are unlucky, who can't afford health care or education. It alienates those who most toil and spin. George Bush's idea of it is, if you got money, you're okay. The other point about George Bush's freedom is its freedom of choice. Coke versus Pepsi, 7-Up versus Sprite, Dr. Pepper versus Mr. Pibb. If you got the dough. His choice is freedom of choice, Ford or Chevy, Toyota or Honda, Cadillac or Mercedes-Benz. If you got the dough. His choice is Ranch or Rambler, Kerry or Bush, Harvard or Dartmouth, if you got the dough. His choices: Mayo Clinic or Johns Hopkins, college or military, invasion or not to invade, life or death, if you got the dough.
So we are here today to resist. The choice is crystal clear. Culture war, a class war. Because what is being inaugurated today is fascism unfettered.
We were here again on January 19, 2003 to tell this part of the country that an illegal war was imminent. And then after months and months of organizing and demonstration, we were here on February 15, 2003 when we joined 10 to 15 million people around the world to beg our country not to go to this war. It was the largest demonstration in the history of the world, and if nothing else, we learned from it that we can organize the world with the internet, with digital technology. They cannot stop us as much as they would like to, and I was a part of it, and a lot of people here are part of it. You know, our founding fathers gave us a constitution. In our constitution, they wrote the Bill of Rights. And the Bill of Rights is the backbone of this nation. You know, without it, we are not a nation. You know, I don't care how you feel politically. These people realized that in order to have a government of the people, that we needed a constitution. Since the birth of our nation, hundreds of thousands of men and women have sacrificed their lives in war over the principles of the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. The Constitution is why they were willing to sacrifice their lives for the nation. This war, again in parentheses, and the USA Patriot Act does nothing but dishonor those heroic sacrifices, y'all. That's all it does. The Patriot Act is our enemy, the neocons are our enemy. We do not see freedom and democracy in the illegal invasion of Iraq and the killing of tens of thousands of completely innocent citizens. We see racism, murder, and waste. We do not see the politicians abiding by the oaths they took to obey the Constitution. The neocons and the Republicans don't care. We do not see patriotism in the USA Patriot Act. Rather, we see a complete perversion of everything the Bill of Rights stands for.
Yeah, you're right! Many of these victims are children like me. These children could be your own. And yet their lives aren't even counted in the death toll. Why? Only because President Bush doesn't want to lose face in front of the world. That defies every moral that he claims to support. This is the start, and I think that everyone can be heard, children and adults alike. So let's start talking. We're not going to shut up until we're heard.
I heard this comment a little while ago about the first time the United States has been attacked like this. No, we were attacked 300 years ago right here. Yeah. And, we, as Native people, we know what terrorism is all about. Okay, we've been facing it for years. For all of our brothers and sisters back from the time that these people came here, we're going to have a prayer in my language. The Creator says if we don't speak our language and we don't pray in our language, they don't know, the Creator doesn't know we're still here. So it's going to be in my language. And you guys pray with me, no matter what you believe in. Hey, we're not picky. We recognize everybody, unfortunately, like other people don't do. So I want everybody to pray in their own language. Pray, to bow your head, look up to the Creator, look whoever you believe in, or whatever you believe in, wherever she is. So everybody together. Estamos da neste. Abamiko stone da neste nede. Shno not gas no de gane. Abamiko yuko ki stanete. Zeo klar zo ka tumata stigan deste. Abamiko stone gane deste na vane hede. Abamiko pizaste okla se tumata aneste gede. Abamiko yuko ki kaneste na kana chinani. Abamiko stone in the heilige stene gane da. Abamiko stone stane de Ishiki don't stand in the sun. Abamiko Yokoki, stande. Alamiko Yokoki. That means thank you, Creator. And everybody, have a great day and thank you for being here. And we're glad for all the visitors. Okay, yeah.
How's everybody doing? Listen, why don't you stand up, everybody, because, you know, we're out here rallying today, and at the end of the day, we're going to hear about somebody's child or daughter being blown to bits in a foreign country. So let's kick up the peace sign and give a minute, somebody keep the time, and give a moment of silence for those people that are going to die today in the name of oil, in the name of Bush's foolishness, but in their mind's eye, in the name of patriotism, in the name of country and flag. So let's give them a minute of silence, please.
To put it simply, we made history. We made history in the Deep South. We made history in the anti-war movement. And in the history of anti-war movements, we've made history. We came together today. We started with a small group of people. We organized, and we saw nothing but beautiful, beautiful people. We had so much media. We had so much effort, so much love flowing today that it countered every ugly thing that everybody had to worry about with George Bush. And what we did today was we made activists out of thousands of people, and we showed the world that New Orleans, in the heart of a red state, in the belly of the beast, is against the war and against, but there's a definite movement, and we can be really happy about it. And this is our 33rd street demonstration, and I appreciate y'all coming out and supporting us.
Thank you.
The meaning for me was it was a gathering of the tribes to let progressives like myself know that myself was out here. And from what you can see here, there are a lot of folks down here that feel the same way that I do, that America's going in the wrong direction. And now we're in a position where we've got some exposure and we can begin to organize. Was it a success? It was an outrageous success. After the birth of my child and my marriage to my wife, I think it's the third best day of my life.
Well, I'm a Vietnam veteran. I served 3 tours in Vietnam as a Special Forces Green Beret. And I served in an artillery unit for 16 years and got mobilized for Desert Storm. My goal is to keep other young men from having to go through what I went through, because you never leave a war. You bring it home with you in your mind. What I hope we accomplished today was I hope we mobilized a lot of people to start thinking about what can I do to get back our democracy? What can I do to help bring back sanity to our country?
Well, I took away a lot of solidarity, that there's a lot of people who think like-minded, you know, and that we're sitting alone sometime or with just a few people and we talk about equality and justice and all that stuff that seems to be dying, but then today shows that there's a lot of people who think the same way. And in a way, you know, it's like some people may say, well, you're preaching to the choir, but so what? We got to know the choir's still there. You know, we got to know the choir's active and out there and still thinking that we want some justice in the world.
My father's a veteran. Well, he died because he got cancer from Agent Orange in Vietnam. You know, that's what war creates, it's hatred on our own people. All the people that are in Vietnam all the people that were in Vietnam, all the people that are in war now are mostly poor people, you know, mostly poor people from not necessarily ghetto, but people that need money and bad enough that they're willing to go fight for something that they don't even necessarily believe in or kind of have to feel neutral towards because of what they think, you know, we should support America, we should support what the people voted for, but the people didn't vote for George Bush, you know? And I think that's the point that we're trying to make with this rally is that it's bury him, he's gone, you know? We don't want him anymore. Nobody wanted him in the first place. Nobody voted for him. I don't know anybody that voted for George Bush.
If I was asked to go to war, I would not. I would resist and stand up for what I believe and continue to be a pacifist and prevent others from going to war as well as myself.
It was amazing, very empowering. The speakers were all incredible, and of course everybody who put this on and got everybody together. I'm just so impressed, and I think it's a good step in the right direction, and I think we need to continue and move forward with it.
Support our troops! Bring them home! 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 Support our troops!
Tuba Fat is like the foundation for New Orleans jazz music. He's been around for ages, you know, and he's influenced so many musicians here in the city. And this is not only a tribute and a triumph for him, you know, and what he's accomplished in all his life, you know, and what he's put down for all of us and opened so many doors for so many musicians. You know, this is his legacy. This is Anthony Lacey's legacy right here. And all these people you see out there, all these musicians out here, every last one of them know him. You know, every last person in New Orleans just about knows Tuba Fat.
Can y'all remember the last time there was a going away party on Sunday? I can't remember, and I was born.
Talk with me, Lord. Hey, let it be. Dear Lord, let it be.
When my feeble life is o'er, and I can blow this jazz no more, I pray God my feet to your heavenly shore. Lord, we want to play with Tuba Fats and Louis Armstrong and Nifty a little more.
an innovator as well as a great friend and a great talent. When he played his horn, you felt something from deep within his heart. You know, there are a lot of sousaphone players and tuba players out here who have a lot of chops and technique and so forth. But when Tuba played, you felt something. He touched a lot of people from all over the world, as you can see for yourself. That's why there's so many people out here today, because of the way he is, the sound that he created, and the spirit that he emanated from his music. It touched the lives of many people.
Tuba talked me into getting a tuba in the late 70s. He said, get a tuba, you get a lot of work, and he was right. But I admired him. He was always willing to share, willing to do things for you, and we had a lot of fun trips together.
He had no meanness in him.
Not at all.
None at all.
He's a gentle giant.
Right through the French Quarter, too.
Tuba Fats, he's the man.